All right, Burgundy Gold Nation, before we get into this episode, I have to ask, man, please subscribe to this channel. This channel needs your support. We're going to build this channel from the ground up. I'm bringing you weekly Commander content. All you have to do is subscribe. And the best thing about subscribing, it's absolutely free. It won't cost you one penny. All right, Nation, let's get into it. All right, Burgundy Gold Nation, this is Commanders Talking. It's your boy, T May, and I'm back in the building. Will the Commanders' running game improve in 2025? Now, 2024, the Commanders' running game really wasn't that bad. It was ranked third in the NFL in rushing. But that's a little misleading. That was basically on the strength of Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels finished with 891 yards rushing. Your quarterback basically was your leading rusher on the squad for 2024. We can't have that in 2025, man. We don't want that guy being the leading rusher for 2025. So that means the running game has got to get better. The running backs has got to step up. Now, last season, 2024, we had B-Rob in the backfield, Austin Eckler, Jeremy McNichols, Chris Rodriguez. Now, to me, those guys were decent running backs. Nothing mind-blowing. You know, we didn't have that home run hitter. We didn't have a guy that can one cut and can take it to the house. We didn't have that. But we had a collection of guys that actually ran pretty well for the squad. So those four dudes actually played pretty well. Now, Austin Eckler actually played great until he started getting his injuries and that kind of stuff. And so was B-Rob. And B-Rob was decent. He was okay. But we need more out of these guys in 2025. To have Jaden Daniels as your leading rusher, that's unacceptable. We can't have it. We cannot have that in 2025, man. We need these running backs, this running back group to step up. They have to. Now, let's take a look at the 2024 running backs. Of course, we had B-Rob. That was just starting running back. Let's check out his stats. Now, B-Rob started off strong. And for the season, he had 187 carries for 799 yards and 8 touchdowns. Now, 799 is decent for a running back. But, you know, of course you want that running back to hit that 1,000-yard mark. That's the goal for your running backs. Every season to hit that 1,000-yard barrier, man. We got to get him there this season. And I think he will. He averaged 4.3 yards a carry. Only had 2 fumbles. So he took care of the ball pretty well, man. I was happy to see that as far as his numbers. His PFF grade, 72.5. He was ranked 28th out of 47 running backs in the NFL. You know, we can do better with that. I think B-Rob can get you better numbers than that. His rushing grade was 69.6 and his receiving grade is 74.4. B-Rob has hands. He displayed his hands. He can catch the ball. The problem with B-Rob is he just don't have that breakaway speed that we need for a running back. He don't have that one-cut ability to take it to the house. He just don't have it. He's more of a workhorse type of running back. But we need a guy that you give him the ball, one cut, and he's gone. He's in the secondary. That's what we need. B-Rob can't do that for you. I love B-Rob. That's my guy. But he can't do that for you. But let's look at his overall stats. Let's look at his game-by-game stats for 2024. As you can see with these stats coming up right here, B-Rob actually, it was very underwhelming. He had the big game against the Giants. 133 yards with 17 carries, no touchdowns. He averaged 7.8 yards a carry. That's pretty good. Against the Cardinals, he had a big game, 101 yards again, 1 touchdown, 4.8 yards a carry. But look at those other numbers. Against the Cleveland Browns, man, 18 yards. That's unacceptable. He had 2 touchdowns, but it's short yardage touchdowns, goal line touchdowns. But come on, man, we got to get better out of B-Rob. We need more from B-Rob, man. Check out these numbers right here, too. Not good. Against the Cowboys, look at that. 5 carries, 13 yards. Cowboys dominated him, man. He had a good game against the Tennessee Titans, man, 103 yards. But as you can see, he only had 300-yard games last season. That's not good. Cowboys again in 5 carries, 10 yards, 1 touchdown. Average 2 yards a carry. Not good. That's not good. That's not going to get it done. Now, this is a contract year for B-Rob too, man. So I'm expecting him to step his game up, get us that 1,000 yards. Will the Commanders re-sign B-Rob in all season after this 2025 season? It's possible. But with running backs, and with this kind of production he's giving you, You can get that from anybody, man. You don't really have to break the bank on a guy like B-Rob. I think most likely he'll probably end up walking at the end of the season. So next up, we have my man, Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler was good, man, until he started, he had the concussion. I think he had 2 concussions last season. Austin Eckler played pretty well for us until he got concussed. After that, his play just went down. So shout out to Austin Eckler, man. I hope Austin Eckler has recovered from his concussions, man, and can come and give us a strong season in 2025. We don't want to see a guy go out like that, especially a commander, man, with the concussions and everything. I hope nothing but the best for him. I just hope he's healthy and can stay healthy for 2025. Let's check out Austin Eckler's numbers. 77 carries, 367 yards, 4 touchdowns. He averaged 4.8 yards per carry. He only had 1 fumble. He didn't register a PFF grade because he just didn't have enough work. He actually had 35 receptions too for 366 yards. That's pretty good. Austin Eckler got hands. He can catch out the backfield. We already know that. He averaged 10.5 yards per reception. Austin Eckler can be that change of pace guy for us that we need. He's a little up in age, but he has that experience, man, and he can get you to. We've seen it before he got hurt. Austin Eckler was dangerous, man. He was dangerous for the Commanders. He showed out when he had to. So that's what we need from him. Hopefully he's healthy for 2025. If we can have a big season for Austin Eckler, man, that would be tremendous, man. Next up, Jeremy McNichols. Now, Jeremy McNichols, when you called his number, he answered it, man. He answered the call. He played pretty well when you needed him to. Let's check out his stats, man. 2024, 55 carries for 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. He averaged 4.7 yards per carry, 0 fumbles. He didn't register a PFF grade. Not enough work, of course. 9 receptions for 27 yards. He averaged 3 yards per reception. Now, Jeremy McNichols. Now, I'm sure you remember the big game against the Cardinals, man. He had a big game against the Cardinals. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. The game against the Cardinals, man. Jeremy McNichols. 8 carries, 68 yards, but he had those 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns against the Cardinals, man. He had everybody hyped. Remember, he backed to the end zone. They hit him on the sideline. He backed to the end zone backwards, man. That was a nice play. That was a good run by Jeremy McNichols. So I think Jeremy McNichols can give us a little something in relief in case one of these guys get hurt. We need a guy like this on the bench for us. So I'm hoping Jeremy McNichols can step up too for 2025. Lastly, we have my man Chris Rodriguez. He finished this 2024 season with 35 carries, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. He averaged 4.9 yards per carry, 0 fumbles, and of course, he didn't register a PFF score. Now, that's your running backs for 2024. Nothing overwhelming, nothing outstanding, just, some decent guys, average. Decent running back, decent running game. Now, who's to blame for the lack of running game in 2024? Was it the running backs, offensive line, or offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury? In my opinion, it's a combination of all 3. I don't think the running backs were capable of hitting those holes like Cliff Kingsbury wanted them to. That kind of brought the offense down a little bit. I think the offensive line didn't open enough holes for the running backs. Our offensive line last season struggled with run blocking. It wasn't that great, man. We just had basically Tyler Biadasz and Sam Cosmi. Those are the 2 best linemen that was blocking for these running backs, man. And then Cliff Kingsbury, he got to shoulder some of the blame too. He simply abandoned the run at times last season just because it wasn't effective. He just abandoned it. Or he would call plays for Jaden Daniels to do the rollouts and that kind of stuff. And that's what we don't want. We don't want Jaden Daniels running the ball. Hardly at all, unless he has to. Just a play that you call for Jaden Daniels to just take off and run, that's not good, man. We don't want that. We need our running backs to step up. So for 2025, Adam Peters and the front office decided to basically run it back with these same guys, these same 4 guys. They didn't make a move in free agency. And, they didn't make an early move in the draft. I wanted them to draft a guy early. I was thinking the 2nd round. Get one of these running backs. The draft was packed with running backs, man. A lot of running back talent in this past draft. We didn't get one of those guys. We waited to the 7th round and drafted a guy in the 7th round. But I think this guy can be something for the Commanders. Jacory Krosky Merritt. 5'11", 206 pounds. The dude has breakaway speed, one-cut ability. He's tough, he can block, and he has hands. To get this guy in the 7th round, this guy had, I think, 4th or 5th round draft value. To get him in the 7th, that's great draft value, man. So can this guy solve our running back woes? It's possible. It's possible. Man, let's check out some of his rankings from the draft. Jacory draft prospect grade was a 6.18. That's pretty good. Projected to go in the 5th round, like I mentioned. We got him in the 7th. That's great draft value for this guy. He was ranked 8th amongst all the running backs in the draft. And like I said, this running back class was deep. He was ranked 8th. So we might have something here. He ran a 4.45 40. That's fast. One cut ability. He can, one cut. If the hole is there, he can be gone. He can take it to the house, man. He can. Overall rating of a 76 out of 100. His rushing score was 85%. Ability to break tackles, 79%. For his size, that's amazing. Receiving, his hands, 65%. He can catch. He definitely can catch. Pass blocking is 63%. That's, to me, an overall running back. Those are good numbers for a guy. That's for the 7th round. Those are great numbers for a guy. Now, will his game from college translate to the NFL? That's the question with all these guys. No matter what position, no matter who they are, can their college game transfer over to the NFL? That's the main question, and we don't know. We hope so, because he was very productive in college. Then can he bring his game from college, come into the NFL, and be that effective as he was in college? We hope so. We really do. I think this guy, Jacory, can be something for us, man. I really think he's going to be a big surprise for us. If you saw during the rookie minicamp, OTAs, and what you're going to see most likely in training camp coming up this week, I think Jacory is going to demand the touches. He's going to be nipping at B-Rob's heels. He's going to demand those touches, and I think they're going to feed him. I think they're going to feed Jacory Krosky Merritt. I really do. So I think this guy's going to have a big season for us. So the question remains, will our running game improve in 2025? I'm going to say yes. I think it will improve. I think B-Rob has something to prove. First of all, it's a contract year for B-Rob. Keep that in mind, too. So he's going to be out to prove something. But the Commanders re-sign him. That remains to be seen. Austin Eckler, I think he's 100% healthy. And he can be a weapon on this offense. We already know. And then I think Jacory Krosky Merritt is going to be something to watch for us this season, man. I think he's going to have a big season. So I think our running game will improve in 2025. All right, nation, that's in this episode, man. I appreciate y'all for chiming in. Man, get in the comment section, let me know if you think our running game will improve in 2025. You think B-Rob is going to have 1,000 yards this season? I hope so. Also, if you could bang that like button, bang the notification bell, man, please subscribe. This channel needs your support. And if you can, please donate to the machine. If you made it to the end of this episode, salute.